Welcome to Becky Stampin' Daily. Today we're going to make this fall card with the stamp set. Well, we're using the stamp set, Sparkle of Season, for the greeting and the pumpkin. But all of the dies are from the beautiful tree dies. Beautiful tree dies, and we're using these two dies. We're using this for the tree trunk and this one for the foliage on the tree, and then I cut another one to cut some out to put it on the ground like the leaves are falling, and this is the one that cuts out the tree. We're using the Beauty of the Earth DSP for the tree. We're also using the Seasonal Swirls die. They have the pumpkin, and we're using pumpkin pie cardstock to cut out the two pumpkins. And then we're using the dark crumb cake blends for the stems on the pumpkins. We're using the greeting, Thankful for You, and we're using the die from, I think this is from the Beautiful Trees, to cut it out. Yeah, this is from the Beautiful Trees to cut this out. We're also using the Tasteful Textile 3D folder for the background, and with very vanilla cardstock, and we cut it out with the largest rectangle stitched framelit die. We're using crumb cake cardstock. This is the Beauty of the Earth DSP, which is in the annual catalog on page 130. And we're using this paper for the tree foliage, and this paper, the bark paper, for the tree. We're going to use Early Espresso ink for the greeting, and we're going to take a sponge dauber and go around the edge of it. We're also using the brushed metallic adhesive backed dots. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is fold our cardstock. Cardstock is 4 1/4 by 11, and then you need another piece, a scrap, for the greeting. Of course, I forgot my bone folder. Actually, I didn't forget it. My granddaughter was down here playing yesterday, and she took it upstairs and left it. Okay, this piece is from the Beauty of the Earth DSP, and it is cut 5 1/4 by 4. Let me put this over here so I got room. Okay, next thing you're going to do is put on your very vanilla that you have embossed and cut out with the largest stitched rectangle die. Okay. There we go. Next thing we're going to put on is the tree. Put the pumpkins up here. Not sure what I did with the tree. Here it is. So we're going to punch this out. And we're going to put it on with some dimensionals. Let me make sure I leave room for this greeting. That looks good. And I'm going to take some scissors and cut some little strips to do some of these other places. You really don't need to have it down, every branch down. Just a few on the top. This takes forever. Let's see, let's put one right here. Right here, just put them on the branches that are a little bit wider. You could glue it down with Tombow, but I like it raised up. Let's see. Let's do this one here. I got one more. No, I got two more. Let's do this one here. And this little one. I don't think we need the little one. Well, these are easier, I guess, if you have some fingernails. It's not sticking. Okay. Yeah, that one's working. Okay, finally, where's my greeting? I'm going to put this over here. I think I'm going to put this down a little lower. Perfect. Okay, now I cut out the DSP with the top of the tree. I don't know why I moved all this stuff. Now I can't find anything. There it is. This paper is so pretty. This, I just took my Tombow glue and put a few dots here and there. It doesn't really have to have a lot of adhesive on it. Just put a few dots. Doesn't take much. You certainly don't have to do the whole thing. Okay, that's good enough. And you're going to put this on here. Line up with the bottom of the tree. There you go. And this bugs me, so I cut these little things off. There you go. Very pretty. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this other piece that I cut out and just randomly cut some pieces. There's no rhyme or reason how to do this. Just randomly cut some pieces and lay them down there to look like leaves have fallen out of the tree. I'm not even sure how I did it. I just cut them. Looks like that's going kind of like that. And then I put another one there. Kind of like that. That looks good. And I just put them down with the glue dot. Let's see. Got it. I actually think I'm just going to put them down with a little Tombow since I got it out. That looks good. Let's just put a little Tombow on them. I'm going to do this one like this. Then we'll do this one. This set is the beautiful set is in the Beautiful Trees is in the annual catalog, and it has so many uses. It's very versatile. I actually made a Christmas card with it. Made the tree white and used the beautiful blue DSP that has the trees in the background. It's just very good for sympathy cards, masculine cards. And I really hope it carries over in the next catalog in June because it's so pretty. Okay, excuse me. Now we're going to do the pumpkins. We're going to color the stems. Oh, I can't find anything today. Okay, we're going to color the stems with the dark crumb cake marker. Here we go. And those are going on with a dimensional. Put this one first, kind of on an angle. And then we'll do the next one. Now I got Tombow on my fingers and everything's sticking to it. We'll do this one kind of like this. Smooth it over a little. There you go. So all we have left is our greeting. You're going to stamp the greeting from Sparkle of the Season stamp set. We're using this greeting here, Thankful for You. And you're going to stamp it on a scrap of crumb cake. And then you're going to cut it out with, look at all these dies thrown everywhere. This die that is from the Beautiful Tree dies, Beautiful Trees dies. You're going to cut it out like that, and I've already done that. Then you're going to take your sponge dauber, daub it off a little, and just go around the edges, like so, with the Early Espresso. And that's going to go right there. Ooh, almost didn't leave enough room for it, did I? With a dimensional. I think I used one of the big ones, the back of that. Should have moved my tree up a little higher. It's okay. So this is going to go, well, it wouldn't hurt to put it on some of that, so that's fine. That's perfect. And the last thing we're going to do is add some of these brushed metallic adhesive back dots. They're so pretty for fall. It looks like I used the copper ones. I might have used the bigger ones. No, I used these. Those are so pretty. And that's it. Pretty simple. Here's the dimensions for all of the cardstock. And I'm really happy that you joined me today. And I hope that you subscribe to my YouTube channel so you will get a notification when I do another video. Thank you.